So here at Hardwood Woodshop, we have a bunch of wood that some of it has some less than desirable characteristics. We've got a bunch of this. It's number one, number two common cherry. It's got a lot of sapwood in it. We've got some red oak that yeah, it looks fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but it is red oak. And I've got a lot of pine that ends up with some of this blue staining on it. So what we wanted to do was take a look at Rubio's Precolor. They've got this intense black color. So wanted to see what that would look like on a few of these less desirable woods, and just take a look at what it would do and how well it would cover. So we came up with some test pieces on some stuff we've got in the shop. Applied that to a few different species. We applied it to those three, as well as we've got some eucalyptus, and we've got what I believe to be pecan. I'm not even sure what this is. This is some pecan we've got, I think, but it's some knotty pecan. But it's interesting wood. We like the look of it. Not really interested in covering that up as much, but we've had it here, so we figured we'd try. Even threw it on a piece of walnut. So this is kind of what we did. We took it, applied the Precolor Easy, and then we took and in 3 different sections we applied some lacquer over that Precolor Easy. We applied the traditional Rubio monocoat, I think it was 2B, the natural, and then we applied a shellac on the other end. So for the eucalyptus, just to see what it looks like. And I gotta say, in all cases, the Precolor Easy really covered up the wood. I think one of the most impressive things is here in the, so this is some cherry that had some sapwood in the cherry, and you can't distinguish between where the sapwood is and where the heartwood is. It colors this all the same. It really soaks in. It's got a good even coverage. The other thing that we thought was really cool is on the pine, where usually when you're applying a stain to that, it's super blotchy. This was not blotchy at all. We didn't have to do it. There was no preconditioner applied to this. It looked really good. The shellac, it turned out a little bit glossier over in all species. The Rubio monocoat it's got a good feel to it. Well, I like using Rubio monocoat on just about everything, and this is no different. What surprised me a little bit is the lacquer did really good on, and it's just rattle can lacquer from Watco, and it looks really good on the end. It's a satin lacquer. We tend not to like the shinier finishes, so we kind of shy away from the gloss stuff. So out of these, I think these look the best, the Rubio and the lacquer. Here it is on the walnut. The grain still shows up. The pores definitely show up. So it looks good. Here it is on the red oak. The red oak has some really deep grain. You can see a little bit of the color of the wood through it, but very, very little. And it's kind of indistinguishable. And this is such a porous wood, you can really see that grain and the pore structure in there. So it's interesting if you're thinking about giving some of the Rubio Precolor a shot. I would say go for it. I don't think you'd be disappointed. Thanks.